All right, it's Rory here. I'm just going to walk you through. This is your dashboard, and once you're in your dashboard, you everything is pretty easy to access. And I was going to give you a couple things that are like really important. We'll call it housekeeping. You have a profile here, and I'm just going to tell you not to go there. Anything and everything you need in here is already here for you. Do not change your username. Do not change your password. Do not try to change your URL or your website. You have a 4 to 5 character domain that works perfectly for what we do as performance bloggers. I want you to just follow the training, do exactly as you're instructed. And that being said, let me go into it. So once you're here, you're going to go several places. Okay. So Gil, I'm working on his side. His thing's already changed up here. I'm just going to show you a couple things you can do, and this is just to customize. I'm going to click Appearance and Customize. And Gail's already been working with a great instructor, and they've already guided them through this. But you can change it by clicking that. So I'm here in Customize. I go to Site Identity, and this is the title. This is the tagline. Now, if you started out with a copy of mine says something different. I actually probably should modify it, but because it's been the same forever. But this is where you can personalize it a little bit. So Gail's Home of Online Finds, bookmark the site, keep updated. Simple, right? There's an image down here. It starts out with a different type of an image. You can change that by clicking Change Image. You can go locate a different image. You can do a crop. I'll show you what I mean by that. I'll grab this image here. See, I could crop that, and I could put that as his image, and it's going to change it right there. So now it's that image versus the image before. I'm going to go ahead and change that for now. Actually, we'll leave it there. I'm going to hit Publish. And this is pretty much, once you get this done, leave it alone. Now I'm going to keep this and keep some things in mind here. This is clean, crisp, easy for people to read and navigate. That's the idea. If we make it really, graphically popping and maybe even eye appealing, it's not going to work in the content structure that we know works. We don't want to change colors. We don't want to change anything from what we give it to you at. This is exactly what we want it to be. We don't want any different, colors. We like this this light color and contents. You can go here to colors and change it. Don't. I'm telling you to leave it exactly as it is, static. There's a background image. Don't put one on. Leave it alone. The menus and widgets you're going to do in other parts of your training, they're already set up for you right now, other than response magic and some other things that you're going to do in later steps. Right here under header image, this is something you can absolutely modify, and you should. It comes with the ones that I use, okay, and which is wonderful. But you want to modify it, make it even more your own. And a couple little subtle things here are great to do. And I'm just going to show you how to do that. I'm going to click Add New Image. I'm going to hit Upload Files. I'm going to hit Select Files, and I'm literally going to go into Dropbox, and I'm going to go to yours will probably be called ClickBank Partners, but this is a shared file that we make available to you, or your instructor will get you access to. And I can go in here and just look for different images that I like to, to put on the page. And there's a couple things that are more relevant people like to see. I'm just going to go here to more food and wine pictures. Something I'm personally very passionate about, but like to modify some things up. And there's a lot of different ones, but I happen to know this photo right here is a great one for this. And so I've uploaded it. Now that it's uploaded, I'm going to hit Select and Crop, and I'm going to drag this little crop image to where it needs to be. Now I can skip cropping. Okay, actually let me do that. I'm going to skip cropping and just say I'm going to put this whole picture there. Okay, now that might look better to you, or you might think that's great. I'm going to tell you what happened is we just shifted down about an inch from where it was to down here on the web page. That's extremely valuable real estate on our website. We just want a simple image up here. We want it to be more the size. We don't want to have it take up more space, create more white space, push the viewing, content down. We don't. I've had students put huge pictures here, and all it's going to do is make this not work like it needs to. So we don't want big images, so don't do it. Use the crop, right? Add new image, use the crop. I'm going to say select and crop. I'm going to bring this down right about there. Okay, now this is a tasting flight of wines. You got your lighter to a little heavier to the red to a more rich red, and this is more like a dessert cognac. This is a proper tasting in order flight. Pretty cool. I like it. Of course, I'm a major wine guy. But let me go here and hit crop image. Look at that. Perfect. And it's going to look great up there. And look how much space it didn't take away. It didn't take any space away. And we have a headline, and we have a header, so it's there and appeasing. But that extra inch makes a difference. And I'm putting that out there. This is just something you just need to understand why we do things a certain way. Everything is designed to work, right? It's a system. It's an assembly line process. We know that every one of our students that follows this exactly has access to the success because the system works a certain way, because the internet works a certain way, and the skills that we're going to teach you in the craft to market and hone things in work a certain way. So I'm going to add another image since we're doing this really quick. There's so many to add. I'm going to go, and you could put, I wouldn't put too many in there, but if you were really good, I really like, food calls to our stomachs, and it's something we attract to. I mean, look at this image right here. I'm going to put this one on here. Another favorite of mine, which is why it's in that folder. I'm going to hit select and crop. Now this is a great photo by itself, but look at this. Just the dynamics of just grabbing a little bit. Sometimes less is more, and in images that can be the case as well, because our brains figure it out. We know what it means, and it's going to be another great photo. So look, there it is right there. Voila. Okay, key. This is the current header. If I leave it like this, it's just going to be one image. If I scroll down here and click randomize uploaded headers, which is where it started at before we added them, now it's going to randomly select these so that when they go from page to page, there's a little bit of a change up here, and it's a subtle change. It's also a subliminal message, and change. And we focus on various key things that people care about. They're kind of in these pictures, right? So I'm going to hit publish, call this good, and literally Gail here is set. He doesn't really need to go modify that anymore. Those things are all done. Now it's time for the modifications. I'll do that in the next video.